What if I told you that your tax dollars helped prop up a massive left-wing political influence campaign that fed staff and policy ideas into the Biden administration and is now working to oppose President Trump's policies on immigration and his reforms to the bureaucracy? My series, Your Money, Their Agenda, the left's taxpayer-funded war on Trump, outlines the perverse ways your tax dollars have propped up this influence campaign. Government grants helped prop up the infrastructure of the left. For example, the U.S. Agency for International Development awarded more than $20 million to the Tides Center, a dark money nonprofit that props up a host of leftist groups. USAID also had long-standing ties to the nonprofits established by Hungarian-American billionaire donor George Soros, who has bankrolled almost every leftist cause you've ever heard of. Tides and the Soros Open Society Foundations funded the American Civil Liberties Union, which pushed open borders in the Biden administration and is now suing to block Trump's immigration policies. They supported the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, which is sued to block Trump's ban on DEI programs. They bankrolled the Southern Poverty Law Center, which advised the Biden DOJ on the domestic terrorism threat supposedly posed by conservatives, and which also sued the Trump administration. Over the course of the Biden administration, $1.7 billion in taxpayer funding went to 15 nonprofits that sued the Trump administration in its very first month. Big labor unions form a massive part of the left's infrastructure, sending money to the left's dark money network, which then props up the activist groups filing lawsuits. The SEIU, for example, gave $1.7 million to New Venture Fund, a left-wing dark money nonprofit that allows donors to cloak which projects receive their funds. Many federal government workers are members of these unions. In a perverse practice called official time, these bureaucrats can bill the taxpayer not for work they do in their official government jobs, but for hours they spend working for the union. The Biden administration refused to release the numbers of how much money the unions effectively receive in official time. But after the Trump administration agreed to release those numbers, I exclusively reported that the government spent $207 million to pay for union time in 2024. Not only do these unions help fund leftist groups suing Trump, but many have gotten in on the action themselves. The American Federation of Government Employees, the largest federal employee union, has filed at least 9 lawsuits aiming to block Trump's reforms to the federal bureaucracy. Those reforms aim to make the government more accountable to the people. I testified before Congress on this research twice, and my book has drawn increased attention to the infrastructure of the left.